Oh, the moon shines bright as the stars align in the shape of you. Everything beautiful makes me feel so blue. At times my words aren't right, but you know where I am tonight. I'll be flicking through pictures of yesterday. Alright.
Always wondered if you made your way back south, or if I'm still the girl you write about. Tell me now, am I too late? Oh, did you shut the door? All I want is to go back. Miles behind. Don't think that you're not on my mind. Wish you could take the road to me that I couldn't find. I guess I never wanted to see the signs. I know I shouldn't reminisce, but you made such a mess of me. I know that I shouldn't miss. I know that there's nothing left for me. Tell me now, am I too late? Oh, did you shut the door? All I want is to go back.
They're calling your name and hitting the lights, letting the trees all sparkle in the moonlight. It's like a scene in a movie. You're hiding your face, you're into your mind, thinking of how you'd strip yourself out truly, and all those places you want to be. Boy, you should be here. Trying your great escape, you drive till morning. You're falling asleep as the sun comes up. Where is the road? Where does the time go? Where do we reach the point? Don't let go. I know somewhere that we can both be free. Boy, you should be here.
Spellbound by your words floating in the air, arrhythmia caused by the stroke of your hair. You make me wanna spill all my thoughts and give some blood to my heart. It would take some time to draw, but you make it a work of art. You found me blue, was lost in you. Pieces. Ooh, you're the blue, my makeshift glue that saved me from my old demons. Heart stops beating when I run out of your air. 'Cause you make me wanna love all my flaws and give some blood to my starving heart. It will take some time to draw, but you make it a work of art. Pieces. Old demons.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody has had a good weekend. It's Sunday night, and hope everybody's sitting back and just relaxing and getting ready for the work week ahead. So I took the time and actually got to the Ambitious Dream Station. Do a little bit of salvaging tonight. I want to check out the new HUDs, the new MFDs and stuff like that with the Vulture. Let me make sure I get my audio set up so I'm not blaring you guys. There we go. I think that's pretty decent. Got my music off. Rearrange the desk so everything's in a new position. Okay, I ended up bed logging in the Vulture. I am doing the PTU. And I set my respawn point at New Babbage. And I'm still getting the double hangar doors. So it was pretty interesting. Let me take my Toby off here real quick. So it took me a little bit to actually just get out of the hangar. I basically had to floor it and then go through like a little bit of a slice to try to get out. So I don't know if I'll be going back to New Babbage. So, and then in the PU, I am stuck at Area 18. So I tried a little bit of salvaging last night in the PTU, and there was a bug. I don't know if they fixed it yet, but when you're scanning, it's not displaying what's out there as far as like the multiples of 2000s. So, and it doesn't look like, well, shucky darn, it doesn't look like it's been fixed in the last patch. So, yeah, then goal tonight is just to scrape some panels, just very chill, relax. Good evening to just wind down. I did notice that the markers are staying a lot more persistent for the panels, which is nice. So they're easier to identify their locations. However, looks like that's just going to be some rocks there. However, for the larger panels, they are not marked, and if you're not too careful, you can pretty much hit one and destroy yourself. So I think they need to adjust the LOD, the distance of what they load in at. Hopefully that's the right acronym. I did see this one person's video on YouTube that said that there's a workaround for the salvaging. That's another rock up there. That's not what we're looking for. So when you actually find panels, if you scan one, apparently it'll update the HUD so you can actually see the numbers of where you're going. So we'll see if that's the case. And why am I not going forward? All in all, I'm pretty happy with MFD's rework. I did notice that when I got in today, there is a glow around all the text. Don't know if I'm a really big fan of that. Let's see, it looks like there's rocks up there. Oh, actually, there's 4 of those could be panels. There's 4 of them. And they are panels. God, I like how they load in a lot closer. These look like they've been scraped already. Let's turn our lights on. Yep, those have been scraped. Those have probably been left because those are... Okay, and on. Ooh, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Where it just comes right out of nowhere. Let me adjust my camera here real quick. Okay, middle mouse scroll rail's not working. Let's see if we can use the keypad. Kind of get us out a little bit here. Okay, where was that panel at? There it is. I'm sure that's scraped as well. Yep. Nothing left on that guy. So yeah, what I'm noticing is the smaller panels. Actually. Well, that's one's full. No, they can't be. Those they gotta be. Nope. Let me adjust my beam spacing. And I'm gonna turn down my throttle quite just a little bit above 0, so when we're moving around we're not going too fast. I did have to stop and get a couple of braid scrapers. I did update my quantum drive that Pluck had recommended. This was a HOSAS. And I was hoping with that I'd be able to jump back and forth without having to stop at the Mission Stream Station to refuel. But unfortunately that's not the case. I still have to refuel, which is fine. And I'm noticing that the HUD now isn't, maybe it's just scanning for some reason, has that bug where it's got like the glowing drop shadow or outer shadow on it. I do have Tourette's, so if you hear me squeaking or beeping and stuff, that's my Tourette's. Is what it is, and I make no apologies. I'd like to thank everybody that followed me on my last stream a couple days ago. I did hit my goal of 20 followers, and now I'm on to 50. So I think I have 12 out of the 50 currently. So if anybody is watching and you find my stream somewhat entertaining, I'd appreciate you guys giving me a follow so I can kind of keep on progressing towards my goal. So let's reorientate ourselves. So I do use HOSAS setup. I have dual VKBs, and then I use Buzzkiller as a gentleman. I use his key bindings and stuff. And I do have the Tobii eye tractor, which I finally got set back up. I upgraded actually my monitor to an actual OLED TV, so I finally got that installed. I'll turn it on occasionally. Sometimes with my treads, my head's moved around a little bit, and I don't want everybody to get motion sickness. So, but yeah, just gonna scrape some panels, just relax. I feel like the panels are scraping a little bit faster than what they have been using their braid scrapers. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like it's a little bit faster. Let's even out so I go straight across. There we go. Yeah, I hope everybody's had a good weekend. I live up north, so the weekend, or the weather is definitely getting to that crisp mornings and crisp evenings. It's probably my favorite time of year. Not looking forward to the January when it's minus 30 coming up, but I did see a gentleman's video where he actually called somebody in the game. I don't know if it was like a voice comm or something, but his MFD actually had a picture of the other person he was calling, almost like a FaceTime call. And that was pretty sweet. That was pretty cool to see. I wasn't aware that they were working on that, or that was even going to be added into the game. I've never tried the actual feature where you can talk with a webcam and it records your mouth movements and stuff. It's still on my list to set up. These are probably the best panels to find because they have so much SCU on them. So typically if you could find a couple of these and a couple of those, where is that other one at? It was here somewhere. Oh, down there. You can find a couple of the big ones and a couple of the small ones you can fill up pretty fast. I've tried the ship salvaging, but the amount of money you pay to take the contract and the amount of SCU you get off of it, I don't think it's really worth it. You can get so much more and so much faster just by doing panels. The only caveat with panels is how excuse me, how popular they are. That, you know, when you go out, because there could be people also salvaging. It does take a little time for them to respawn. Okay, that one's scraped up. Let's go to the next one. Make sure there's nothing else around me. There's two below me. There's another one above. I just don't want to crash into that. That would not be good. So yeah, the big panel almost filled us up halfway. I'm not too concerned about making money in the PTU, just because once it goes live. So I think next time when I set my respawn point, I do like Area 18 because everything's so close to get to, and I do like the cyberpunk look of it. But I'm nervous if I get that hangar glitch where I can't call a ship, I can't get to my hangar. Yeah, so. But New Babbage, like I said, the one thing I'm running into as of late is the double hangar doors for your ships. Landing's been fine, but taking off, not so much. But luckily, like I said, there's a little bit of an opening that, I mean, you hit it, it causes damage, but you just kind of put your afterburners on and eventually it lets you go. Yeah, in Area 18, the other thing I like too is the hangars feel a lot more industrial and used and lived in versus kind of like the sterile hangars at New Babbage. And we're a little over halfway. I do have Discord set up. I am a proud tiny home owner. I built a few of them in my day. So if you guys are curious about those, I do have videos up on my YouTube channel. But I also have a Discord set up. So over the course of the last 10 years, it hasn't been a lot, but I have helped people designing or just asking general questions as far as, you know, my experiences in the tiny house, or they're looking at doing a build, you know, or their floor plan and stuff. I think the biggest recommendation I could make is figure out what room you like to do the best. If you like to cook, then put a really big kitchen in and let the house fall from there for the layout. But two important things is you need correct ventilation. If you live in a colder climate, you want an HRV, which is a heat recovery ventilation. And the gold standard that I always used was Lunos, company in Germany, I believe, and it was called the E squared. It's quite a few dollars, but you do not want moisture in your tiny house because you'll get mold, and that's never a good situation. The other tip is, so if you look at my shed cabin to house conversion I did, there is like 16 or 13, I think it's 13 or 16 3x3 windows in it, along with 2 big sliding glass doors. You're definitely going to want, the more windows you have, what's that? Is this an asteroid? The bigger the space feels, and you do not get that claustrophobic kind of feeling. I'm going to turn my piercing cone angle down. It should be at 50. There we go. One thing I was hoping they would do is when you're in scan mode, you could change your stupid throttle limiter. That's still one of the biggest pains in my ass. Okay, so that's gonna be a rock down there. So we will shoot for the 7 kilometers, see what we can find there. Hi there, mining rock. Nope, that's gonna be another rock. Hoping in the next patch, which I would assume will drop tomorrow, they will have fixed that, the glitch, because I don't see anything on the HUD. So I was kind of looking over next to the speed limiter and stuff, and I would assume that the SC, or not the SCU, but the signature number would be right to the left, kind of like the altimeter. So we got 6.3. See what that yields. Otherwise, we will head down to that 11.6 down there. Got 2 there. Could be possible, but I think they're going to be rocks. They're showing up. I think those are rocks. Yeah, those are rocks. Okay, so we do the closest one first. We'll go to the 8. Oops. Okay, that's not going to be that. Second. Switch over something real quick. Give me 1 second here. There we go. A little bit of soft music in the background. If it gets too loud, anybody in stream, just let me know and I will turn it down or off. Will we have luck here? No, we will not. Okay, it's... yeah, it's always a 50-50 shot. Especially with the numbers not popping up. So when the numbers do pop up, you are looking for multiples of 2,000. I think this might be panels here. We might have scored. Like I said, I do like that they keep the markers on them. And they can load in. Nope, those are rocks. You notice the rocks by the designated arrows for mining. Okay. Well, that was a 50-50 shot. Let's try the one in front of us. Oh, my scanning stopped working. There we go. We'll try this one, then we'll head over to the 11 off to the right if these aren't panels. Nope, those are not panels. Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Anything exciting? Okay, 5.7. I'm hoping that those are going to be panels. How close am I? I'm not close at all. Thinking those are going to be panels. Yep, there's one. Das ist gut. If it has one of those big panels, I just want to crash into it. Oh, there, just like that. Okay, it's at mining. Let's take our throttle up just a wee bit. There we go. There's two panels. We're going to be able to get some pretty good stuff off of this. Okay. Make sure there's nothing below me as I come down. There's three. We're going to be able to fill up and then some. So, let's see. Let's kind of piggy bank. So you remember just off to our right. There we go. I still do wish there was a way when the panels are visible, that you can mark them. Especially some of them when they're really, really spread out quite a bit. Once you kind of go around and start moving around, it's easy to lose your bearings where the other ones were. So if it would be possible to mark them, that would be very welcomed. Because then I can just look at my radar screen up top and be like, okay, there's a white dot ahead of me, right to my left, back corner. I find salvaging panels is probably one of the chillest things you can do in the game. So my plans for my streams this week is, I'm thinking probably one stream I'll do some cargo missions. I want to do another one. I've never really gone on foot as far as like the bunker missions and stuff like that. Excuse me. I did when I first started, when we had a Sherpa that we found on CIG's website. But after that, since then, I have not done the bunker missions. So that'd be kind of cool to check out the acidic caves that they've added. I did see that when you go to the mining outposts or the warehouses, they do have the flatbed hover platform that you can actually take now. I'm assuming with like the Atlas, that it's gonna be something you're gonna be able to buy to add to your hangar. I wouldn't put it past them, but if it's overpriced like the Atlas was, I will not be buying it. I think the Atlas should have been priced right around 25 to 30. 30 max. Because, I mean, you get to $40 for it. At that point, you're only a few, dollars away from a starter ship package. So I think that needs to balance out a little bit. And then I'm assuming they're probably going to eventually do a rebalancing. Because like I said, if you pick up a ship salvage contract, the money you put into it, what you get out of it, and the time you spend on it, it's really not worth it. If you find a panel thing like this, you're going to get a lot more SCU, and you didn't pay anything for it. So I think to rectify that situation, I would assume that it would buff the panels, or nerf the panels, I guess. As much as I don't want them to do that, because if you're just starting out and you run some cargo missions, once you can afford a vulture, pick up the vulture. When you fill up the SCU crates and inject them, fill it back up, eject, and then fill the hopper back up one more time. By the time you get back and sell, you're looking at about 550 to 600 for your haul. So it's definitely worth the investment. And I heard that there's supposed to be another salvaging ship that's bigger than the Vulture. So be curious to see what that's going to be. Go up and then we'll come down. There we go. It's pretty much like space pressure washing. It's a nice, simple, chillax game loop. Did it fun with my raft the other day. I did finally launch that and did some cargo missions with it. Flies pretty good. It's definitely a little sluggish because it's a lot bigger and you got a lot more momentum behind it. But it was fun. The only thing I wish or hope they would do is add in a place where you can actually store your ATLS suit. So when you get somewhere, you can just put the suit on and start moving cargo around, rather than having to take up space for that big tractor beam. And if you're salvaging panels and you hit over a spot and then you notice it's reappearing, it's more likely you're going to have a server crash because the server is kind of getting hung up and backtracking a little bit. What if I get the last little bit edges over here just to finish that last little bit SCU? I gotta go. Okay, so we are up there. There's our next panel there. Is anything in the way? Just that small guy there. That one just popped in. Just go to the extra camera view. It's always a safe spot or safe bet when you're salvaging panels. Just to make sure. We'll grab this little corner slice here. It should give me the filling warning. That's full here in a second. 12.9, we got there we go. Okay, let's jump out of the seat. Let's go eject and stack some money boxes. Wasn't sure if the bed logging was gonna work, but luckily there's no issues. I didn't notice on the tractor beam. You gotta be shitting me. I put a module on it. Well, this is where we hope that they had the crafting for the module. You gotta be. Oh, that's very frustrating. Especially when I had equipped it before I left the station. Let's go upstairs and see if I actually put a second one in. Otherwise... Fun fact, the storage is underneath the bed. I did not know that. And luckily, one of the individuals that was watching my stream let me know where it's at. So, it's very, very thankful. Okay, well, we're gonna fly back to the station. I'm gonna see if I can actually, I don't know if I can actually put a mark on here on the map, so I don't think I can put a marker on here. I guess if we kind of figure nope. So we're gonna kind of have to just figure right on this line. Okay, we'll go back here. Switch to quantum. Actually, let me see if I can get rid of that bug that I'm here. Sit there for a few seconds. Let's scan. Nope. Okay. We're gonna head back to the ambitious stream. There's a server error. Usually a server error has been pretty good. It usually will just pick up after, I don't know, 30 to 60 seconds. Actually, I'm gonna look at my character because I know I have one of those big tractor beams on me, and I had extra batteries on me before I logged out on the ship. So let's check that out real quick because I prefer not to leave this location because we're sitting on enough panels behind us to fill up the rest of the way after ejecting these guys out. Come on, Mr. Server. This is when I should have like the Jeopardy music, but think I probably get copyright striked for that. Like I said, usually the server takes anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds typically. Unless they threw a patch out for some reason, but I don't think they have because it's 8 o'clock and they usually come in right anywhere between 4 and 6 at night. Fresh homemade iced tea, nothing better. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna jump out of my seat and see if my big tractor beam that I had on me is still there. This is a little one. Please. Oh my god, it is. Thank god. We don't have to leave here then. Let's see. Oh, thank goodness. So we're going to auto eject. I don't like how it just highlights a little bit lighter, or you know, you can see it darken. I wish they would add like a little green right here so you could actually know what's actually on. So we're going to go ahead and eject. And this is good. We'll be able to eject these out, stack them, fill up, stack another 4, and then fill up the rest of the station, and then head back to New Babbage to sell. Anybody that watched my stream a few days ago, I did the same thing. I got it all loaded up, got the New Babbage, and I always have the habit of hitting I to turn the engines off when I get out. So I got into New Babbage, and my hydration went from like 80% down to 5%. So I'm like, better drink something because I'm going to die before I hit the... Why are you not going? But I figured I'd die before I hit the hangars. So I jumped out and turned the engines off, another server error, and didn't realize I was in atmosphere. So I drank a few drinks, ate a few burritos, got in just in time to see the land, basically. The ground. There we go. I'm trying to figure out my words tonight. The ground was right there. And took off everything except for the cab was still there, and surprisingly I didn't blow up. And I had, like I said, a full cargo hold. So at that point I was determined just to run back. So after about a half hour, 40 minutes, I finally did make it to the garages on New Babbage. Got in, got my Cutlass black, got there, and then realized as I put my tractor beam out that I was in armistice zone. So that was good times. I did notice a few places on this and my Cutlass. The extinguishers, fire extinguishers, have been put in. The rework for the panels, navigational panels and stuff on the Cutlass, I was not a huge fan of. Why is that? Oh, tractor this. There we go. It's a little glitchy. Can't have it all. Turn that back on. Did notice they changed the tractor beams, so you have to right click to get a steady stream. Otherwise, it's left click just basically shoots out a little pew pew. And as soon as you take it off, then I go. Oh, that's. I think we're having another server error because these are not. That's what it is. So if you use the left mouse button, here, I'll put this one down. If I use the left, anyways, if I use the left, it won't snap it to a grid. If I use the right mouse button, then it actually will snap it to the grid when I place it down. Let's grab this one. We're gonna bring it over, slide her over. We're gonna stack these. There we go. I do wish we had the option where there would be a cargo grid here. Just make everything nice and pretty. And I think we'll make another server error here. And there it is. Can't have it all. Sometimes in the past week I've gone out on my stream to find panels and I have little to no luck finding panels. Now I find panels, but the server's being the server. So that's alright. Yeah, the PTU, I don't usually typically grind for anything because you get 15 million to start out with, and then it's going to wipe pretty much every single day with an update and stuff like that. So I'll wait to start doing a lot of serious cargo and salvaging missions once it goes 3.24.2 goes to the PU. There we go. We're back. CitizenCon isn't too far away now. Please clear. Yeah, it is clear. Okay, seriously. Why is it grabbing? Honestly. Okay, back on auto eject. Yeah, there's some certain materials you need to be salvaging in order to craft those beam attachments. Let's just back this one up. It's gonna be like that, isn't it? Yeah, we'll just throw it over there. I find it a lot easier just to walk these back sometimes versus the tractor beam. And did I lose one? Come on, continue ejecting, please. We'll slide this one across, and then we'll grab it again. Walk it back here. There we go. Auto eject's being a little buggy. That's alright though. Do 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 do. Slide that down. grab it. Let's walk her back here. There we go. I usually stack right to left, because once you start getting a little closer and stuff, then it's a little bit tougher to maneuver around. And then, obviously, since we have the vulture, we can just exit on the top. Come on, towards me. There we go. And we would just rinse it. Up, CDC. Might have another server error. It stopped snapping. That's alright. Towards me. That one wants to snap there. Is this one snap? Nope. Not so much. What do we have left? Storage 2, so we got 2 more boxes we can take out. They did rework, so it isn't, everything's not so scrunched. Oh no, it still is the text. The storage is overlapping the 2.0. That towards us. Come on, come on. Now we're gonna bring it up. Okay, we have 2 more boxes we can take out of here. Yep, Perry, there is a cargo grid, except not on the side over here. For some reason, the last box is not letting me snap it, but this is a PTU, so there's always a little bit of issues here and there. Yep, still not letting me snap it. That's alright. Wish they would add a cargo grid to the side here. Wouldn't complain about that. Just make stacking a little bit faster. So grab this guy, get it up. Let's see if we grab it. Okay, let's go fill up with the rest of it. Hold down F, right click, and we will go to holster. How's your weekend been, Perry? Have you tried the PTU yet? Are you just hanging and chilling, or? Okay, so... Come on, controllers.
Engines online. Engines offline. Engines online.
There we go. Sometimes I find that I have to turn my engines on and off. We had a panel we were scraping that was right in front of us. Now it has disappeared. Oh, there's one above us. Come on, where'd the big ones go? We had like the Mac Daddy of, Okay, that's not working right now. Okay. Just kind of move around here. There are those, but we had two big ones. And they must have despawned. That's alright. These guys will be better than nothing. Just nervous because these things load in a heck of a lot faster than... There we go. Those guys. No. Oh, son of a biscuit. They loaded back in from the server change and they are full. And they are beautifully arranged for us. Okay, this like never happens. And there's another one. Holy crap. I think the server is like, you know, there's been enough bugs and glitches that you've experienced in the last week or so that's prevented you from bringing home a serious salvage haul. So we're going to spawn all the panels right by you. At least that's what I would like to think, right? Yeah, like I said, the MFD rework for the Vulture I think is great. I love the color scheme. I like the nice flat, simplistic design. The way they did the Cutlass black, that's going to take a little while for me to get used to. I haven't checked the MFDs yet on the raft, so I did actually play around the other day with the tractor beam on the Cutlass, or just jumping into the pilot seat. That was pretty cool. I don't remember if the raft has one or not. I would assume it does, but so I played a little bit last night, or no, yesterday afternoon, and I was able to get the Vulture all loaded up with cargo. I was heading to New Babbage. Mind you, I had stopped at Quantum, or Ambitious Dream Station, to fill up my Quantum fuel, filled it all up, and double checked there's a bug that sometimes it doesn't fill it all the way up. And did that, went out, salvaged, filled everything up, Quantum to New Babbage, and it cut me out halfway and said it did not have enough Quantum fuel. And then at point, I died a little bit inside and logged off for the night. That's the way it goes. I am excited for me, I don't really care about the pyro system and stuff. I enjoy the salvaging and the cargo running, but having your own hab, your own home, I would definitely be looking forward to that. Turn my game audio down a little bit so it isn't blasting you guys too much. Do notice every so often there is the glitch where you have like a beam of light coming in front of you, or like you'll have the panels outlined kind of flash. That wasn't there last night, so I'm sure it's something else though. Fix. Is there something down below me that's just not loading in? I'm assuming with engineering coming up that people are definitely going to be running, 3 or 4 people, the actual crew for the ships. I don't know how that's going to work if you need 4 people to run a ship and you don't have 4 people. So where to go? There's another panel just loaded up there. Wow, nice and easy. Go to Scoozy a little bit closer. Yeah, we're good. I do hope they add at one point to our hangars is a way to sell our cargo right there, or our salvage, rather than having to get off and run all the way to the trade division. So I do hope that changes. That would be pretty nice. We're almost already half full. And my stream schedule is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8 o'clock start at the latest. Sometimes I'll hop in 7:30. And I usually stream during the week till about 10:30, no later than that. Then weekend, depending on my weekend, how busy I am, always kind of determines that. So I don't go ahead and schedule them. This panel's pretty much almost done. I think there's enough here where I don't really have to worry about that last little elbow of it. Alright. I always wondered what these panels are from. They're ship panels. If they're left over from a previous space station that was built, that exploded or got retrofitted or something. We're 3/4 of the way full. Oh, thank God the big tractor beam spawned in when I came back from my bed log. Otherwise, probably been a little bit longer. So we had to go back, grab the mining attachment. And I always keep an extra one in my backpack. Just for such occasions. But that one disappeared. Luckily my food didn't, so. My burritos and energy drink are still intact. Okay, make sure everything else around us. I did see that they had the Halloween paint out. Basically, it's kind of like for the Vulture, and I think a lot of the other ships, it's kind of a green with black stripes. So, would have been a little more Halloween-y, maybe. I feel like the green would be more reserved for Christmas, do green and red. And Halloween would be, you know, brown and orange. Or orange and green, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna fill this up. And then I'm gonna head back to New Babbage. See if I can actually sell. Doesn't really matter if I do or not, just because PTU with the updates every day. But just because I haven't had a successful travel back or traverse back, I'm ready to give her a try. And while I'm in Quantum, I'm gonna take a 10-minute break. I'm gonna put my dogs out. Let them go to the bathroom. And I spent some time and a couple days updated my break time screen, so it's kind of fun to watch. We're at 10.8 out of 13 to fill up. One ship I can't wait till it comes out. I would definitely spend the money on it, but I would need a crew to crew. It would be the Ironclad. Me personally, I do like the look of the Drake ships. I like the industrial look of them. It reminds me of kind of like an Apache or like an A-10. No frills, just what you need to get the job done. Let's reorientate ourselves a little bit. Scrape the top. And I did take my Atlas out. So hopefully when we call in a New Babbage, it'll go to my persistent and not give me a separate small hangar, because that's really getting annoying. We take everything out to prepare, and you get back and you're in a small hangar and your persistent is a median. So 12.5, we're almost full. Mm-hmm. 12.9, we should be full here in just a few seconds. We are full. Okay, let's switch to Quantum. So I noticed that there's nav Quantum. There isn't a nav flight anymore. Unless I need to update my keybinds for my joysticks, so. Okay, we're gonna hit F11. Go to our map. Like I said, I did fill up on Quantum and double and triple check that before leaving, so let's type in NEW and select New Babbage. I would go to one of the other closer systems, but Hurston, I've been locked out of the hangars for quite a while. R-Corp, basically same thing, so New Babbage is kind of my only saving grace at the moment. Okay. Where's our marker? There it is. Yeah, this right here is literally like the holy grail of salvage panels. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 big panels and 3 of the smaller triangles or medium-sized triangles. It honestly does not get any better than that. Okay, while we're quantuming, I'm going to send you guys to my Be Right Back screen. And I'm going to let my dogs out for a few minutes. And I will be back. It should be around 10 minutes. My dog, Kitty Girls, she tore her ACL. So I do have to carry her a little bit. So it won't be longer than 12 minutes. So, okay, guys. I will see you in a few. Thanks for watching and enjoy the break.
And let's go. When I let you go, ooh, I just pulled you closer. Ooh. I can't understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip has pulled you into me. When I let you go, it just pulled you closer. It's a long departure. It's a long departure. Before I see you again, before it all makes sense, but I can't hold you back. And I still don't understand where it came from, but you're back in with the passion. I'm awake with the flame in a hailstorm. I'm back in, I gotta have it. Everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip has pulled you into me. When I let you go, it just pulled you closer. It's a long departure. It's a long departure. I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh, like my life inside a car. Hit the button, drive real far. Put that record on me like, I'm dreaming of you, I dream of a new night. Fight in the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you and I.
And we are back. And I survived the quantum. I didn't get pulled out of it, and I'm gonna call that a win. There, make sure I get the game audio turned up here for a second. There we go. So we have our cargo area full of SCU stacked, and our hopper is full as well. And I hear it spooling up, but I don't see the animation. Oh, we have our server error. So, fingers crossed, we'll actually get handed off. It'll readjust, and I can still hit Microtech. I've run into quite a few bugs in the PU. This is a PTU. Obviously, I'm sure you guys already know by looking at the different HUD and stuff like that. But typically, I've been getting either pulled out of Quantum or hangars haven't been opening, so I haven't been able to. I haven't had a successful drop off of SCU in probably about a week and a half. I came close a couple other days ago, so excited. Got into New Babbage, and I always have a habit in space, especially when I'm salvaging, turning off the engines. There we go. Server picked back up. Come on, let me go. So I thought I was still in space, but apparently I was in atmosphere. Jumped out of the seat because my hydration was low, and yeah, I hit the ground pretty hard. And I'm assuming we're going to get handed off to another server here in a second, since... let's jump out. Let's go back and Quantum Drive. Yep, there is a server error. Other than the server errors and New Babbage, for some reason there's a double hangar door when you're trying to exit out. I have figured a way around squeezing around it. Basically, that's the only place I can land other than space stations, because everywhere else ATC for me is unresponsive. So, excuse me. And then the PU, like I said before, I'm locked out of Area 18 for my persistent hangar. And I still have issues in ATC and the other places, so... I don't know if I'm going to stick to Area 18 for once the PTU goes to the PU. So, but it has been nice. Like every I want to say every 2 or 3 weeks, there's a new update dropping to test out, and then it goes to the PU. And I do like the consistency. I'm really looking forward to HABs. I mean, if they do the HABs next in the PTU, that would be phenomenal. I don't care if they add pyro and stuff like that. Don't really care about PvP or anything like that. Oh, come on. Try jumping around a little bit, see if it'll let me actually. Oh, so we can probably get another server error. Yep, there's server error. I think tomorrow, when I do my normal stream for Mondays, we'll check out the PTU, or I'll do some research before I jump in. Because like tonight's been a lot of server errors and stuff like that. So Come on, server. We'll probably give it a few more tries. If not, I wonder if I could actually travel to a space station close by. But I don't think it's going to let me quantum anywhere. Because I would like to be able to store it, but I mean, PTU, it's not going to make a difference because tomorrow will be a new build, create your character all over again, and yeah. Let's try. Port Tressler, PO. I can spell. Prospect Point. Baja Point, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, another server error. Not much you can do. We'll put a little music on the background, make it a little more interesting. I don't know anybody that's watching or watches the stream after it's live, but I am looking at getting back into 3D printing, but this time not going with a resin, just because I don't like the toxicity and the cleanup associated with that. So I'm looking for, I believe it's what, an FDM, uses the spools. So if anybody has any recommendations, I would greatly appreciate it. Because you can watch reviews and reviews on YouTube, but it's nice to get it firsthand from somebody that actually has the unit and has used it for quite a while. Get their take on their experience. Zoom all the way out here. What is the green? Huh. Well, nope, another server here. We'll probably go another 5 or 10 minutes at the most. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to cut the stream short. There's no point in... no point if we can't get to the actual location. So we'll let the surveyor go. We'll try selecting the space station, see if we can actually quantum to that. If not, we'll try back on Microtech. If not, then we'll call it an early night for streaming. Sometimes it's just how it goes. But like I said, it's the PTU, so PTU is not known a lot for stability. And that's all right. Because I tell you, when the game works, it is an absolute joy to play. So I'll try clicking. Not able to quantum. We'll try this. Let's go to the maps. See if anything picks up. Can I clear? So clear, we'll hit R. Nope, looks like we're locked up. And another server error. So I think with that, not to waste anybody else's time. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to be a early night. So sometimes that is just how it goes. So appreciate anybody that stuck around this long. Like I said, I do have a Discord, Tiny Home Gaming. I do have a YouTube channel. I do have some of my tiny houses that I've built on there. Discord is there for gaming, Star Citizen, but also for anybody that's looking for advice for tiny houses. Whether you have a build, you're looking at doing it, or just want some advice. I have, 13 years experience building 2 beautiful houses. So I'd be happy to lend my expertise. So yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, I am trying to get up to, I hit my 20 follower goal last stream, and I'm working my way up to 50. So if you like watching the pain I'm going through, I'd appreciate a follow. So you guys have a great night and a good start to the week tomorrow. And I will catch you tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Have a good night, stay safe, and take care.